Shalom and welcome back to more DML. So the rock snake dragon, this ugly, weird looking dragon, is going to be the new dragon of the week starting next week along with the new divine event. So Mr. Rock Snake Dragon here has been available quite a few times in the past and was available in the original castle event. And he's not that great of a dragon, just a rare with the metal and shadow elements, so not all that great overall. But the combo that we're going to be using to breed him next week is going to be the Seed plus War Dragons. And so you can see this on the breeding calculator and you can see it on the DML wiki itself. And even though the Rock Snake Dragon is a rare, he has an 18-hour breeding time, which is pretty crazy. But we have 7 other outcomes here. No shared breeding time, and most of these breeding times are quite short. So, you know, when we have events, like major events and that ongoing, this is the sort of dragon that I'd like to see come out. Not one with like 12 different outcomes or with 20-hour breeding times. This is the sort of dragon that I'd like to see because, like, if we look at it on the DML wiki, you can see that there's a 30-minute, a 45-minute, then a 6-hour breeding time, so it's not all that bad. So if you do want to get a hold of him, he will be available next week, but, you know, with everything going on, I don't know. I still think it's going to be sort of another situation as what we've been having already, like the Rosy Dragon. Why aren't you just trying to breed for the red scale instead, you know? So I don't know, best of luck to you, and let me know if you're actually trying to breed it or not. I know that we weren't, because again, we already have one, so I'm not gonna, you know, ruin our chances during the event, just for the sake of a duplicate rock snake dragon that I hate. But each to their own, I suppose. And so nothing else has really been happening in DML, thank goodness. I feel like every single day there has been something new and crazy that's happened, or new info that's been revealed. And normally I haven't been home, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to make my way home just to go and see what the deal is with all of this. But obviously we got the trailer yesterday, now we've got the Dragon of the Week news, and if anything happens between now and Monday, I can't even fathom what it might be. Maybe some crazy Walmart deals, or weekend events, maybe? I don't know, could be anything, I suppose. But it has been quite a while since I've just sat down and played DML. You know what I mean? Like, been able to just sit down and stream DML for a set of hours. It has been quite a while. Because I always say it, it's like I start streaming again and I'm like, I really do try to make time and try and set up the streaming schedule, but it just never works. So at this point I've given up. I think me trying to set up the streaming schedule, I think that's as believable as saying that the next divines out of the divine chest won't cost like hundreds of dollars again. Which obviously we all know is not true. And we know that those special card packs to, you know, if you miss out on the divines coming up in the next event, and we have these special catch-up packs, they have been confirmed to be for premium players only, and apparently they're very expensive. And that's according to Andrus on the forums, so, you know, don't shoot the messenger, that's what I've read. And again, I don't think it's unexpected. And, you know, even if it is annoying that it is premium currency only and very expensive, at least they're being transparent about it, right? Because, like, with the divine chests, obviously, because it's all hidden behind RNG, they can get away with saying, yeah, well, it's all luck. When, in reality, we know that the vast majority of players will not be able to get any divines for free, apart from the 2 castle event dragons. So, or is it? It'd be 3, wouldn't it? Because we've got Loki, we've got Odin, and what's the other one? I've already forgotten. I literally went through this multiple times the last few days, and I've already forgotten which one is which. Either way, doesn't matter that much. We will see it when it comes in the event. But, God, it's going to be a pain as well because we don't have an evenly leveled team still. We do have our Hermes Dragon, which is getting closer and closer every day. However, even if we do manage to get our Hermes Dragon up, he's only got Divine and Wind as bonus elements. Because obviously Plant is a duplicate with Andy's Plant. So even if we do get him up to level 100, we still don't have that many elements. And we don't have any elements that are, you know, the typical lesser used elements as they've been known. Because that's what everyone used to complain about with the castle events, right? That they used to put in all of the never used elements. And so, it screwed over a lot of people's teams. And I don't have any of those elements on this team. So I hope that this upcoming Divine Castle event is the same as the Egyptian one, and the requirements aren't too bad. Of course, the requirements could be the same as the Forgotten Castle rehash event, in which case I will probably scream. But we will see when we get there. Because, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities for things that they could change during this event. They could change the event structure, which they've already confirmed they haven't. They could use the old Scarab / currency collection system, which they've confirmed that they haven't, because it's going to be the same as the Egyptian event, which is good. And by that, I'm talking about, you know how every 6 hours we can get a set amount of points, but in the earlier versions of castle events, it used to scale based off of what level you were on? Well, I'm pretty sure they confirmed that that is not the case with the upcoming Norse event. So, you know how much I hate the old system, and if you don't, well, you can go ahead to, like, the last castle event that we had, and just listen to me basically be baby raging for like straight 20-minute segments. But, you know, if it's not like that, I'm happy. And I will be a lot more inclined to actually participate in the event. It's still going to be annoying though, because part 3 of the Egyptian castle event was still really, really tedious. Like, you still had to log in so frequently to be able to finish it. And plus, again, you also had to have completed the first part of the castle event, because otherwise the third part of the castle event was basically meaningless. So there is a lot of pressure during these double part Divine events, or, you know, 4 weekly Divine events, because obviously you could get the dragons out of the Divine Castle event part 1, then you might get the Divine out of the Divine chest if you get super lucky, so then you feel pressured to do part 3, and then you also have to get the dragon out of the final Divine chest to be able to get Freya. Which is exactly what happened with Hathor. And I think doing it like that does pressurize a lot of people into thinking that they want to spend for the chance at that Hathor dragon. So, it does make sense why they've done it like that, but still pretty scummy. And plus, obviously, remember that even if you do manage to get those dragons, do you really want to invest an insane amount of money to get them when there's a good chance that we might just get another castle event in 2 months' time again? Because that Egyptian event was not very long ago. It was like 2.5 months ago. Like, that was not long ago. And some people did spend in the thousands to get the Hathor dragon. Not even a lie, they did spend thousands of dollars to get that dragon. So you've got to think. It's just like gambling. You might invest hundreds of dollars and get nothing out of it. So is the monetary investment worth it to you? To me, it is not, which is the reason that I don't do it. But maybe you feel that it is. It's like the planet dragon there. You see him, I would never even think. It wouldn't even cross my mind to spend $100 on that dragon. Like, I think I would be physically sick if I decided to do that. Spend $100 on that when I can get it in-game for free. Obviously, the special divines are different because they are limited time. They are exceptions, so they're supposed to be super strong and whatever. Whereas the planet dragon is just exactly the same as the Briar. And, you know, at this point I would gain absolutely nothing from buying one. So it's two different situations, I will admit that. But I need to remember also that we need to save our portal gems. We need to make sure we don't put any long food timers in there. And you know what? Since we're here, I have nothing else to do with it. No, I did not mean to click that. I don't care about your astronaut bundle. I wanted to use Kronos. What an idiot. I go to use Kronos and I accidentally click on the sale tab. No, game. You are not going to incentivize me to buy anything right now. I don't even have VIP on at the moment. That's how little I care. I don't have any VIP tickets either, do I? Oh, feels bad, man. But, you know, that is going to do me for now. It is almost 2 AM. Typical, really, isn't it? Why do I always end up here? The same thing at 2 in the morning. Tell me, Heliotrope. DM, why do I do it? You do it to yourself, Quacks. Is that how the Heliotrope sounds? Apparently to me. But regardless, I don't know what you think, but look forward to that rock snake if you do want to breed him. You know, good luck to you. I still don't particularly like him, but some people like the old school retro style. So you enjoy what you enjoy, I'll enjoy what I enjoy, and I am going to go sleepy bye soon. So thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you then.